It's Baking Mad Monday. I'm Eric Lanlard, and this week I'm sharing with you my delicious recipe for Eton Mess. And of course, it's not just a traditional Eton Mess, it's Eric Lanlard Eton Mess.
So first of all, we're going to make the meringues. We're going to bake it at very high temperature. Very quickly, we're going to blast it in the oven. So I'm going to start with separating the egg white. So 4 egg white. We're actually going to do it almost like a pavlova. So it's going to be like a kind of chewy meringue, a mixture between a meringue and almost like a marshmallow.
Combine the egg white with 220 grams of icing sugar. Then mix full speed.
I'm going to mix together a teaspoon of white wine vinegar. The acidity of the white wine vinegar is going to set the egg white. And I'm going to mix it with a teaspoon of cornflour and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So you can see we've got a lovely glossy meringue, nice and stiff as well. What we're going to do with this one is, instead of piping it and cook it at low temperatures like you should do with meringue usually, or even with pavlovas, we're just going to spray it very thinly on a baking sheet and blast it in a hot oven. So it's going to go very crunchy on the top, and inside it would be like marshmallow effect. That's going to go in the oven. It should not take more than 15 minutes at 180. It's suddenly going to go up, and after a few minutes it's going to go down again and start to crust on the top, and that's what we want. But we're going to add, some texture and richness to our Eton Mess by adding a few layers of nice and creamy mascarpone cheese.
Add 10 grams of unrefined castor sugar and mix thoroughly. Then whisk 250 ml of whipping cream with 50 grams of vanilla sugar.
So we got whipped cream, we got mascarpone cheese, sweetened mascarpone cheese. We just need the fruit. Lovely, sexy raspberries here.
Crush a third of the raspberries and add some framboise raspberry liqueur.
Good splash. You can't go wrong with a bit of alcohol in a dessert. We want that to cut through the sweetness of the meringue. That's the one who's going to make your tongue go wee.
Remove the meringue from the oven.
To make it even more special, I'm not going to serve it a boring way in individual dishes. I'm going to do it in a big dish, so people are going to have to go and scoop inside and help themselves. I'm going to start with a layer of cream. We've got the raspberries, and I'm just going to drizzle the crushed raspberry with alcohol, just to give some nice layer. And this is something you have to do at the last minute, because you don't want everything to sink in, and the worst it could happen, you don't want to have a soggy meringues. And you can see it's almost like marshmallow. Much, much better than this horrible dry meringue you get from the supermarket. Time for the mascarpone. More. Just to finish, a good drizzle. And one last secret ingredient who's definitely gonna tickle your taste buds: popping candy. You have to sprinkle it on the top just before you serve it, because as soon as you touch the coulis, it's gonna start popping. You can hear it. That should be enough to feed, I will say 6 people, but knowing my friend, it's probably 3 people.
So get messy in the kitchen with this delicious Eton Mess, which is perfect in this hot weather outside. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because next Monday will be another Baking Mad Monday, and this time it's all about chocolate millefeuille. Happy baking, and see you next Monday.